Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so your friends see it. Thank you.
Lib teacher gave kids multiple choice quiz with shooting at Trump as an answer. She's in huge trouble. Particularly after the mass shooting in Las Vegas that claimed 58 innocent people's lives, it is unsettling that some people would take things so unseriously as to still suggest that President Donald Trump could be shot at. It is even more disturbing, however, when such a comment would come from a taxpayer-supported public school teacher. This recently happened at Jackson Hole High School in Wyoming, when a teacher gave shooting at Trump as an answer for a multiple-choice quiz. A student named Rylee McCollum at the high school was taking an online quiz about the George Orwell classic Animal Farm when he came to a question about the book that asked, "Napoleon has the gun fired for a new occasion. What is the new occasion?" 1. Thankfully incorrect, answer that he had to choose from was he was shooting at Trump. Rylee screen captured the quiz question and showed it to his father Jim. Stated Rylee's father, "To see that in my son's class. This is not okay." He continued, "It's about respect for the office more than anything. That's enough of this." "No way." Jim said about his son, "Rylee is very patriotic, very supportive of our military and of our country." He said that Rylee told him, "Dad, they crapped on everything I believe in." Teton County School District No. 1 was informed about the quiz given by English teacher Karen Alfderheide, and they are considering possible punishments for her. Said a statement from the district, TCSD No. 1 administration learned late yesterday that a quiz was administered to a class of high school students that contained an inappropriate answer to a multiple-choice question. Administration is investigating this incident and verifying the information we have received. TCSD No. 1 takes seriously threats of any kind, regardless of the intent. We apologize to the students, families and community for this incident and will be addressing the issue with personnel. Does this Trump-hating teacher deserve to get fired? Lena Dunham says that more people should be making fun of President Trump's body. Lena Dunham, star of the show Girls, believes that it is very wrong to make fun of someone for their weight. However, according to her, that rule applies to everyone except for President Trump. It's almost like she cares about politics more than actually stopping bullying. For months I was really against anyone saying anything about Donald Trump's looks. I was like, that makes us just as bad as him. Over that. Anyway, kids, please remember that it's not okay to body shame anyone but the president, tweeted Dunham. Lena Dunham has spent a lot of her time talking about how it is okay to not have a perfect body or be the perfect weight. "I spent so many years loving my body but thinking it wasn't lovable by others, its sole purpose was to be fodder for jokes. I performed the insult so no one else could," said Dunham. "I don't regret any of it, that's my art and that was my truth, but now, at age 31, having been through hell and back with my health and other people's perceptions of my physicality, I feel deeply comfortable with the idea that this pear-shaped pot of honey is equally good for making people laugh and laying out like a suicide girl circa 2004. Love it all," said Dunham. But according to Dunham, when it comes to Republicans, you are allowed to have a different set of rules. Lib Clooney looks like total idiot now that his best Hollywood friend was exposed as a rapist. Multimillionaire Hollywood actor George Clooney likes to portray himself as a moral champion, and sees no problem in attacking conservatives for supposed moral failings. He has been particularly active in the past couple of years, repeatedly calling Republican President Donald Trump a racist. However, Clooney and many other loudmouthed Hollywood liberals including Meryl Streep turned a blind eye for years as more and more accusations of sexual assault and rape piled up about their friend Harvey Weinstein, the producer of Pulp Fiction and many other movies. Now that very serious charges are being brought up against Weinstein with very solid evidence, supposed humanitarian Clooney looks like a huge hypocrite. Clooney tried to justify covering for Weinstein by talking about how Harvey helped him with his career, saying, "He gave me my first big break as an actor in films on From Dusk Till Dawn. He gave me my first big break as a director with Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. We've had dinners, we've been on location together, we've had arguments. But I can tell you that I've never seen any of this behavior, ever," Clooney told in an exclusive interview. He continued, admitting that he was aware of the accusations. "I've heard rumors, and the rumors in general started back in the 90s, and they were that certain actresses had slept with Harvey to get a role. It seemed like a way to smear the actresses and demean them by saying that they didn't get the jobs based on their talent, so I took those rumors with a grain of salt." Clooney added, "But the other part of this, the part we're hearing now about 8 women being paid off, I didn't hear anything about that and I don't know anyone that did. That's a whole other level and there's no way you can reconcile that. There's nothing to say except that it's indefensible." Saying that there were warning signs that he ignored, Clooney stated about Weinstein, "A lot of people are doing the you had to know thing right now, and yes, if you're asking if I knew that someone who was very powerful had a tendency to hit on young, beautiful women, sure. But I had no idea that it had gone to the level of having to pay off 8 women for their silence, and that these women were threatened and victimized. I've been talking with a lot of people about this and I don't know many people who knew of that." Do you think Clooney is lying about what he knew to protect his own reputation? Emails between Harvey Weinstein and Hillary Clinton have been leaked. They are very disturbing. WikiLeaks showed some disturbing emails between Hillary Clinton and Democratic donor, sexual predator Harvey Weinstein. The email chain started with Weinstein messaging Hillary's aide Capricia Marshall offering Hillary some insider Hollywood movie deals. "Dear Capricia, as time moves on, I realize I haven't seen you and Mrs. Clinton, Hillary, in a long time, but I think of you both often. I don't know if movie producers are still worthy in your world, but next time you're in NYC I'd love to see you," wrote Weinstein. Weinstein then offered to send Hillary an advanced copy of the movie King's Speech, which wouldn't come to theaters for a few more months, as well as a few other movies. Then he concluded his email with this: "Your bad friend, Harvey. P.S. Please share this with Madam Secretary." That is so sweet. So PLS let him know, "I not only want the movies, including the Tillman story, but I've heard about some of his other projects from Jamie Patricof, Company Men, Blue Valentine, that also sound great. And PLS wish him and Georgina every good wish w the new baby and that we all hope to see them soon," wrote Hillary. Apparently being a Democrat comes with advantages, like seeing movies before they are released. What else are they hiding? Heartbreaking. Pelosi reveals her President Trump broke her heart, "It's pathetic." President Trump apparently broke Nancy Pelosi's heart in a tweet about Puerto Rico. President Trump called out Puerto Rico for trying to get the government to fix the problems that existed there before the hurricanes hit. Puerto Rico survived the hurricanes, now a financial crisis looms largely of their own making. Says Cheryl Atkinson. "A total lack of accountability," say the governor. "Electric and all infrastructure was disaster before hurricanes. Congress to decide how much to spend. We cannot keep FEMA, the military and the first responders, who have been amazing, under the most difficult circumstances, in PR forever," tweeted President Trump. The president's tweet this morning is heartbreaking. "It's heartbreaking," said Nancy Pelosi in response. "And it lacks knowledge about what the role is of FEMA and the others in time of a natural disaster, what our responsibility is as the federal government to the people of our country, and I remind that the people of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico are American citizens. We are all Americans, and we owe them what they need. It's not about a clock. It's about what they need," said Pelosi. Do you think President Trump is right? Laura Ingraham shreds Boy Scouts, says why they've caved to tyranny of political correctness. Liberals like Barack Obama have in recent years been pushing the idea that gender is nothing more than a social construction. This has led to odd moves such as Obama's order that gender-specific bathrooms have to let in transsexuals, regardless of the gender they were born with. Sadly, in predictable fashion, this leftist social disease has now affected the venerable Boy Scouts of America organization. In a recent announcement, the Boy Scouts stated that they would not be letting girls into some of their program. This is despite the fact that, of course, a group called the Girl Scouts for Girls already exists. On the Ingraham angle, commentator Laura Ingraham bashed the Boy Scouts for caving to liberal extremists with their decision. Said Laura, "It's the tyranny of political correctness. Boys should be able to have a boys' club, and girls should be able to have a girls' club. This is just more madness. Most parents are tired of it." Added Laura, who has a son and a daughter, "It's a very small, radical group of gender benders out there in the culture who want to say there's no difference between boys and girls, that they're all the same. Even the Girl Scouts are not happy with the Boy Scouts move," stated Lisa Margosian, Chief Customer Officer for Girl Scouts. "This is a direct response to boost their declining membership. We've had competitors come and go, and this is yet another competitor." Do you agree with Laura?